The limbic structures in 3D. We have put the HoloBrain in front of the multipurpose lab at UBC. What you can see is a glass cortex, the ventricular system, and the structures of the limbic system. We've now removed all the structures of the limbic system, and you can see the ventricles. You can see the third ventricle in the middle and the lateral ventricles with their inferior horn. In the floor of the inferior horn of the lateral ventricle lies the hippocampus. Outflow from the hippocampus is through the fornix, shaded in purple here. You can see that the fornix is going to swing around the thalamus, which we'll add later, and come down anteriorly in the columns of the fornix. These fibers are going to terminate in the mammillary bodies, which are part of the hypothalamus. You can see the columns of the fornix terminating in the mammillary bodies in teal. From the mammillary bodies, the mammillothalamic tract, in green here, is going to project to the thalamus, specifically to the anterior nucleus and the dorsomedial nucleus. We have now added the entire thalamus. From the thalamus, fibers will project to the cingulate gyrus. That is the core of the Pepys circuit. Last but not least, we're going to add in the amygdala. The amygdala is anterior and superior to the hippocampus. It is in the roof of the inferior horn of the lateral ventricle. Again, you can see the hippocampus in the floor of the lateral ventricle, the fornix swinging over and around the thalamus, the columns of the fornix going down to the mammillary bodies, and then from the mammillary bodies to the mammillothalamic tract to the thalamus. From the thalamus, fibers will go to the cingulate gyrus. The amygdala, in pink here, lies anterior and superior to the hippocampus. Huge thank you to the enormous team behind this and many of the other apps that we produce in the Hive. Thanks, everyone.